times, and not much. I've just gone down the bank real quick and got $150 worth of coins. So 140 of ones and just one solitary roll of 50 cents. And good start there. That's a 2019 Great Australia Coin Hunt with the Royal Flying Doctors on there. Excellent. Yeah, so I'm just doing my bit on there. I think that's all. Wait 2 secs. Get off there. Yeah, that's it. Get that. Mute that, and I'm right there. So yeah, good start 2019. Great Australia Coin Hunt number 1, and that used to be a really hard one to find. You know, I didn't get that very much. And then how you going, buddy? Morning. Nice early start, 7:30 on the dot. How's that? Just clearing up. That's it. Yeah, so good start, but we'll do the 50 cents first. Take my, there's my little box with that on, and my set of pointers that I've got. I made that up, it's just foam put it in, but that's my peach tree that I made. I'm pretty sure that's apple. For opening them up that I made out of. Apple and peach tree. And my original. I haven't used that for a while. That's pretty good. But anyhow, we'll stick with the woodies. Yeah, so we'll look in here, see what's in here. But yeah, it's good going down. I went down 6 o'clock, grabbed the coins, nobody's around, it's real quiet. The pointer box, yeah, I forgot what that, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a necklace or something was in there. Anyway, I just thought it was good, so I just put foam in there and foam underneath this. That's silk, red silk. Got to leave it loose so they sit in there. So I could glue them in, but not with the silk, it'll come through. Anyway, and I just put foam in there and it just worked out good size. Nice little box to hold it in. I was going to use it to give away something, and then I thought, oh, I can use that. There you go, Michael. 7 o'clock in the SA. Oh, that's right. You guys are behind that. I kept thinking, I kept adding on to you for you guys. What an idiot. Yeah, you guys are behind. That's right. I've been doing that for months. Nobody picked me up on that, hey? That I've been saying when I've done the times for my games and stuff, and I said just add on the half an hour for SA. It's not. It's actually minus half hour for SA, minus 2 hours for West Australia. There it is. See what we got in there. Millennium would be real nice. 79 double bar would be alright. Really hard to find. Only got 2 out of the last, what, I don't know, did at least 30 or 40 80s and 79s together. Here comes a ship, I think I saw. Ship in the night, no rotate, that would have been nice too. Another one. This is from my little bank I went to this morning. A little bit, oh, it produces, doesn't it? It's always producing. That's in really nice condition too. I can feel the edges are really sharp on that. They're really sharp. Yeah, they are. You can feel that on your 20 cents and that, you know, you can tell when they're fresh because the edges are still sharp. So, you know, we'll look for the 88 with the dot between the 8. Nothing there. So that's another, well, error to look for. Dot between the 8 and 8. Anyway, very nice. Got that one. I mean, that's a score on its own. If you didn't get nothing else, you'd be happy with that, you know. Well, you would be, because it's in nice condition. And who doesn't like the tall ships, coins? Looking for that elusive die crack. Wish I could get my photos. I could show you all these lovely photos I got of all these coins that ain't in your books, I'll tell you now. Unless they took note when I found them and put them in there. You know, your Renix and McDonald's and that. I got stuff that people's never seen. Only the people that have bought them off me and got them and saw them when I put them on eBay, the photos. I've got tons of stuff that you guys have never seen. '83, looking for the shadow bars. Look at that. There's the sign, so we can see something there on the '83. You can see the little, see? And just to go a bit further. Just bear with me because the sounds of silence while I check. Oh yeah, no worries. Damn right. This is one of the most rarest things you're going to find, I'll tell you. And it is. Beautiful. So here's an '83 double bar. Whoever's watching, you're lucky. NN's been up since 2 o'clock watching Midnight Movie. Morning, Dave. Man, I could probably do these at any time of the night and day, couldn't I? And somebody will be around. So you can see there, you can see the shadows, bars there, the double bar. Now, here, you can still see them. You got to be able to see these things at all angles. And get away. And this is really low. And of course it's been worn too, but look at the two shine spots on the top there. See the light on the two of them? And you can see them behind there. They're really low, really low. You know, they're not flat even with the field, but look, they just come up. That's all the shadow bars are. It's that the die started wearing. Mate, that is absolutely rare as chook's teeth. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I've been trying to get one. I gave one away and only had the top bar. And I've only had a few of these. They're not as prominent as your 66 or your 93. And it's really good that I've got them as looking like round speed humps. Normally, they're feathered. They can be broken into a line this way, and then the next one's like that. They look like the feathers on an arrow. But these have come up lovely. Mate, my husband, this is rare as. You're real lucky to be here watching and see that. That's an extremely rare find, is the shadow bars on the 83. And the 96 I found the other day. Really nice, just like that. So I got an 83 and a 96 in the last week. Mate, it's just amazing. They are extremely, you got the message. Look for them. There, let me just go down. They're really, really hard to find. Really hard. You know, I'm talking like 5 and 25 years or some shit. You know, we're talking, you know, rare. The 93s, yeah, you know, low mint, really, really, really hard to find. But I've got 4 of them compared to that. You know, the 97s, they're another one, bit, you know, on that other side of hard to get. But the 83, the easiest one to get is the 66. That's the easiest to find. And then, of course, from there, you know, you're working up after that. They're all hard to find after that. So the 83, the 93, the 96, the 97, and the 2004. And there's probably more out there. I'll tell you when to look, you know. It's a weak spot in the die, so there could be many more years that have got them. But you got to be able to see them. You know, they got to show just above that field. You got to have some lift. that's the word for it. You've got to have lift. It's got to be there, because otherwise there's a shadow there all the time, but flat with the field. And when you look at it from angle, you can't see it. You only get it that one because the light goes on it. Nah, it's got to be there when you're looking through the loop, and it's got to be raised. Like I showed you, it was just up. So they're the rules for that anyway. But that's a good find. Wrap with that. One roll, eh, from my little bank. Come on, give me another 83. No. You can just see the edges to where the dye is starting to wear. Just up close to the emu's head there. See that little one there? It's just not doing it. That other one, yes. Well, that was the 150 cents. And out of that, 2 great scores, a really nice 88. I think they're at 9 million or somewhere there. And 83 shadow bar. That's just amazing. There it is, right there. And that's all they are. But they don't happen on every one of them, and they don't lift up. They'll be flat with the field. You'll see, but when you turn it, it's flat. That's just excellent. Can't get it there. Still got to get the light to it, because it is flat. But the lifts are still there. And like I said, the easiest one, like this camera's not doing too well. You can see them there, but they are. You need to find these yourself really and get up there. I don't know if this thing's gonna show them. You can see them there. See, they're raised. They're just the slightest of slightest raises, but they're there and they're complete. That's all you can expect to get. You're not going to get them jumping out into your face if that's what you're looking for. They will not be like that. They're not a 79, they're not an 80. It's just depending on the wear of that dye, and you want it warm enough before they change or whatever they do, that you get them complete. That's pretty good. So 2 out of 20 coins, that's 10%. And that's 3 to 5% is normal. So that's 10%, that's double normal. And then you can add this, that's a bit higher than, it's 10%, but you can add percentages because, or take it off for rareness because of that. Anyway, that's excellent. That's excellent. That gives, I don't think I've got any 66 double bars left. I've sold them all and given them away. Let me just look here. Wally, how you going, buddy? Yeah, I was asleep, don't worry. I didn't do nothing last night. Man, you know what, I was going to crash out, and I ended up watching that Tom Cruise movie that was on last night. Forgot what it's called now. Yeah, space age one, where the aliens have come and sucking up all their goods. I can't remember. Jeez, I know them all off by heart. It's too early in the morning. Anyway, I watched that till it finished. I was going to crash out. But yeah, so R for Royal Flying Doctor. Very nice. And like I said, down here in Vic, I wasn't finding many of these at all. I remember they kept being hard to get, and then I started getting a few, but not too many. Not too many. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Monkey King, Mr. Blazing Saddles. Man, I said to my family in here, I said, I had to have a good laugh when you said that, because I don't know how many people would have picked that up, buddy. I picked it up immediately because I happen to say that all the time. And I went and saw Blazing Saddles when it came out, and Paint Your Wagon at that stage. The only time you'll see Clint Eastwood singing a song with Marvin. That was top stuff, but my man loved all them, so the drive-in movies. And I don't need no stinking batch. Yeah. Blazing Saddles. Loved it, mate. Still love it. I've got it anyway. Yeah, they were real funny comedy movies back in the day. You know, Paint Your Wagon was top stuff. That's another one. In fact, Paint Your Wagon is really good. But yeah, that was real good, you putting that there, and I'm like, straight away, mate, it made me laugh. Not many people quote different things in the movie, especially the older ones. But yeah, I use that all the time when somebody goes to give me something. They don't get it. Some can take offence. But anyway, yeah, that was good. Oh, look, there's a little, what is that, 2000? Oh, it's a 2009, okay. Yeah, well, there's another tail cut to match that 2008 as I got. I said the 2009s are really bad. You can get them in the same areas, double tail. Well, you got that one there, which is the foot tail. And that's where the 2000 gets it, exactly the same place on the 2000 I'll tell you about. So look in the same place there for that foot to the tail cut. But they're not as big as that on the 2000s, so they're half that. Yeah, so that's all right, 2009. You don't find that there too many times on the 2009. Not like that, it's normally up here. But anyway, look all over it, same as the 2008. Get a lot of errors. No, I'm just looking. Die crack cud just there. And I got him yesterday, was it yesterday, whatever, but the not intended for circulation one popped up, the 97, the small head. That was pretty good. Wasn't expecting that. 240,000. I think I still got it. I know I put it away so I can't grab it. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's a good thing. Unexpected things happen. I don't know if that's rotated. Oh yeah, that one's rotated out 30 degrees. And you can get these with cut in here, a large one. But Julie Bodygig sent me some photos and showed all small ones on the rim on the top, going all the way around. And the one that I have, like Snapper, it's just a big one that's off the side there. But Julie's had sort of small ones all around here, which more or less look to me like the hardening on the die, is going, and it left, it's making patterns. So you get die hardening patterns. And a real good place to find die hardening patterns on a real good coin for that is the 2005 Dancing Man. No, is the 2005 50 cents World War II coin, and the large bugler all down his shoulder, on the shoulder and his arm, and on his back, basically his shirt. You can get all different patterns raised. You check them out next time. And that's part of one of the videos I got. And there's all raised patterns all on the shirt, all squares and longs, and they're raised. And that's from the die hardening. And it starts getting patterns on there because, there's little bits gone. Not cracked out, just little bits flaked off. And it leaves these little pattern marks. Anyway, that's the 2005, 50 cents, the big bugler. Check his shirt out. Look for those patterns all over his shirt. Mr. Maggie King, Let me have a look. I'm just going back. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, and then you haven't got a letter R yet. Yeah, I've got a few of them lately. In fact, I have got a few of them lately. So you should be able to get some. They're out there. But you're up Queensland, aren't you? I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, you like his badge, eh? Monkey King likes Spud's badge I made for him. And of course I made a spare one for myself, so there's his badge I made for him, for Spud. Yeah, I got bits I cropped everything together. That took me a bit. I had to cut his leaf out. That's the big leaf that he has. I had to cut all around it. But yeah, I thought I'd make his day, mate. It's not bad, is it? Anyway, there you go. I make badges for people. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, Monkey King. Yeah, you're in the USA. No, I was talking to NN. I think he's up in Queensland. Yeah, I think you like blue, don't you? You said that last time. You must like clear skies and sitting on the beach in the tropics looking out at some reef, and you can actually see it through the water, you know, and the sky blends with it. That's my perfect blues there, mate. Anyway, I've done that up in North Queensland. Stunning places up there, beautiful, stunning. Alrighty, that gave me the R and the rotate out of that one roll. That's not bad. Yeah, 99 rotate. That makes number 22, I think. 22 rotated $1. Wait till the day they're not there. They can say, I've got 100 of them, and they're all going for $50 each, like the 2001. I'll be having the last laugh then, I'll tell you. Can't believe they're all in there. Cannot believe that I can still pull them out. 99, 2 years before the 2001. Everyone pulled the 2001s out, they're gone. And I'm pulling out the 99s like crazy. Won't be happening for much longer. Not if anyone's watching my videos anyway. They're a rotate. Rotate is dollars. It's extra money. Yeah, so anyway, so what was I reading here? 1913 Buffalo nickel and the rotation on the reverse. Yeah, yeah, it's really hard. Let me just have a drink here. Yeah, so yeah, it's really hard with some rotates. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, so Monkey King's sitting in the laundromat doing quarter hunt. Mate, I was doing that last week, washing the dog's blankets. You know, if I've got to sit around for a while, mate, I'm going to have some coins in my hand, a couple of rolls or something. Yeah. That's it. You got to find your spots for the coins. But yeah, rotates. Excuse me. Yeah, they can be really hard sometimes. Our pennies get rotated. Our old pre-decimals, big pennies, not 1 cent, but actual pennies. The old money that we had. Yeah, they can just be like that, you know. Just so minor. You really got to know how to line them up and that, because otherwise people don't do it right, and it's like that ain't rotated. So you know, it's got to, you know, that 30 degrees, well, that's clear cut. It's 30 degrees. So you know, to me, anything that you can get 30 degrees and more, yeah, but under that, where you're pushing it, with people trying to rotate it and see that it is, because you know, but this is clear cut. So probably 30 degree rotate onwards is an easy one to tell. people about if you were selling it and proving it. But under that, it's a real dog, mate. You'll have a lot of naysayers, I'll tell you now. Now, did you tell me that, was it you that told me that you got that 1943 sixpence and threepence that you found last week? Someone from the US said that they just got a 1943 sixpence and a threepence, and they were in the US. And that's why I said, well, how did they get over there? Well, how did you get them? You know? But I should have remembered anyway that there's the San Francisco and the Denver Mint threepence and sixpence made 1942 to 43 for both of them. No, was it 43, 44? It's either 42, 43 or 43, 44. Both mints made Australian coins for us. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Anyway, but anyway, the fact is, I should have realised, because I knows me decimals, and I should have realised that, yeah, Australia had Denver and San Francisco make sixpence and threepences for us during the war years. But it can't be a rotate, or they're an idiot. Because I wish it was a rotate and they buggered it up and put it in after they marked it. Yeah. So America did make well, San Francisco and the Denver mints. Philly mint didn't. But most silvers were made in San Francisco mint in America that I noticed. They made the silvers, but commemorative stuff, you know, and I think it's still the case. Anyway, so yeah, so America did make it, and I should have realised that when he said it, because I was a bit like, how did they get there? Somebody took them over, or you bought them, or oh, that one, fingerprinted. Yeah. When it was new, yep, you can't budge it. Only takes a couple of days from when it's uncirculated. Any uncirculated coin, you touch them, you don't clean it straight away. But mine, was that mine I just left? Or? Yeah, it is. So there was mine on there. So I'll have mine on there now. They'll be there forever. Give it a couple of days and that'll burn in, heat in. So this thing's like uncirculated, still leaving me fingerprints on there. It's just come out of somebody's roll. So if that's the case, there's a couple of errors on this, I remember, from the rolls. So the corners of that queen used to get a die crack. So the corner of her shoulder to the edge. And so did this side. Got a die crack coming off that pointy edge there. Not this time. But that's the two places on the uncirculators to look. And of course, any coming off the mouth, or the air. I don't need to see much, it doesn't have to be in focus for me. I'll pick it up if there's anything on there. You won't see a difference. Anyway, real nice coin, but it's been touched and fingerprinted, so I'm going to leave my mark on there for the next 100 years. There you go. I'm printed all over it. And yeah, let's put something on there. Yep. There's my 15 minutes of fame on that coin there for the next whatever years they last for. But yes, that happens on uncirculated coins. They're fresh, they haven't got any, you know, you could call it protection, whatever you want, dirt, grime from being out, just getting out, you know, just, you know, air, you know, oxidizing. And it helps seal it. So if you grab them when they're uncirculated, your oil will eat into there. And your fingerprints actually go on there. With the later ones, like if I touch that, there's probably no fingerprints there. There's nothing there. You need fresh skin. So that's the worst ones you can touch with your fingers. because you put the fingerprints on them, and you've got to take it off nicely, dabbing. Don't rub because you'll make it even worse. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, let me get through these. Waffle, 2 minutes or 30 minutes, not even. Oh, another one rotated. Over 30 degrees now, looking for the cuds in here. No. You see that pattern on there? That's what Julie's got on hers. Let me see if I can put it down and get the angle on it. I think it's too high and too close. Wait on. You can see that difference in there in height. And it's just, well, you can get dye wear. That's not really like it. It sort of is, but it's sort of, let me see, I'm too far away for you anyway, probably. Yeah, I can't get it to look good. Yeah, I can't really get it. I don't know if it's too bright around here. Let me turn the light off. Yeah, that angle there, but that's, anyway, that's what she's got. It's all across the top and all over here, but it's more or less on top, and it's low, and it's edgy, is scabby on the edges. And it's a rotate, better keep that. Oh, I've chucked all those coins over with my good coins. Oh, I don't even know what I kept. I don't think I've kept anything, except for those others. Rotate and that. Oh, that's a nuisance. Anyway, I keep throwing me coins up to the top, and that's where I kept the ones I found. So yeah, so it's more or less the hardening, you know, it's just, you know, being beaten and pushed in and little bits and wear, and it just leaves tiny, it's not a smooth surface anymore. It's changed, and that's what goes on that 50 cents, the 2005 World War II, and on that one too. It's doing the same thing. So you'll probably find on tons of coins that the hardening pattern starts happening before. If that goes, then you'll get all cracks and everything else start happening. But it's more or less just a real thin skin peel in areas, or where, anyway, you get the message. They're patterns. I just call them dye surface patterns. That's all. I haven't looked over, sorry. You're only getting slight rotation on there. I've only found 30 degrees. No, not true. I've had probably 2 where, yeah, just a slight bit, but every one of the others, you know, got 21. Everyone, yeah, clear, 30 degrees on them. But I did have, like, yeah, 2 that weren't, that were just, you know, too much hassle trying to explain to somebody that the thing's bloody rotated, you know. That's my point with rotates. You want it so you can clearly see it's rotated. That's a large, you can get small and large. This is a large one, smaller gap here, smaller gap there, smaller gap between the D, and hardly any prong that's sitting there. And then the small one, of course, large bit of prong, probably that's 0.3, 0.7 or something of a mil, bigger distance, larger distance, and the gap here is exactly the same as that gap between those two. So it'll just continue exact same on the 90 degree there. You'll stand out. So that's a large, 10 million, 3 large to every small. There you go. So maybe 2, 3 million small design at the moment on my odds ratio. 22, Mr. Waddle. That's like 3 or 4 of them I found. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a 22 for Australia Coin Hunt. Number 3. Yeah. Nice. 2 to the 7. I've got to zap through these, it's taking too long. But my usual, with my lies is, well, they go for as long as they go for. That's it. I can't do nothing about it. When you're giving out lots of info or talking to everybody, trying to answer the chats, this is how it's going to be. Otherwise I could be ignorant and not answer any chats or anything, or I could turn it off and just have me doing this. But I'll probably still take a while because I'll still talk about coins. Because somebody right now could be brand new and don't even know about them, and well, it'd be unfair not to explain each coin every time I find it, because well, they need to learn straight away and they'll be confused, and that's what I don't want. It's bad enough as it is, and it's always been bad. For info, now this one, oh, it's a bit dirty. I think that's a small. Yeah, no, it's a large. Geez, it's dirty. It doesn't want to show up. That there, you can't really tell because of the dirt, but yeah, it's a large. And hardly any prong there, so it's another large. And she's wider across the waist here because they stretched the design for the large, so they're actually wider as well. So too large. Come on, give me something decent. Give me a mule. Oh, yeah, it's a bit dye-wear. Well, rotate, I wouldn't complain about that. So you can get the large head, all spaced IRB on these, and they've also got a reverse die variety with the thin and thick numbers. Alright, let's get into this. Come on, oh well, my little bank's done real well anyway. I can't complain. Got an 83 shadow bar there, double shadow bar, 50 cents. That's that was a find. Whoever watched that and saw that find, because that you won't see that happening too often, I'll tell you now. And you mightn't see it happen too often, even less chances, because how many people are checking for them that are doing YouTube? I don't know. I don't know how many people are actually checking, like I'm doing, right down and showing them right up and explaining and showing them. So, you know, it might be a rare occurrence to have it on any video that no one's actually shown them. Silver Delta, how you going, buddy? You on your way to work listening to my waffle? So that's another, oh no, that's a small, I think. Yeah, see the prong is longer. Let's see. Oh, look, I'm sick of it. Let me look through here and I'll tell you. Well, it's a bit hard because it's sort of doubled up a bit there. We'll get back to that one. See if it's small or large. I'll compare it with the others. It's a little bit of offset then, double of the rim, inner rim. So it's making it a bit hard to tell the difference, the width difference of the spacing. Yeah, so that 83, anyway, that was a good score. 83 double bar, shadow bar, 50 cents, and the ships out of one roll. That was pretty good. And then what I got there, rotate, two rotates, 2019 R, and well, those three 2003 women's suffrage coins to compare. But they're just to show you, really. It's not rotated. See if he's got any cuds on there. No. And look for these. You can get them small and large head. Don't worry about the IRB. They're all going to be all spaced IRB, just like the $2.10. It's the distance here. That's a large head. It's right up touching, just like the 99, and so the 10 cent and $2. So the standard head is going to have a bigger gap. And every rotate I've got is a large head. I don't have any. I went through all of my coins of these. I haven't found a small head at all. So do they exist? That's the other thing. Some things in the books don't exist. They tell you, but they don't exist. So I'd like to see a small head, $19.99, $1. A picture, please. Anyone's got one. To prove that they exist. Because every coin is not. And I should have one. I should have a distinct $19.99 small head, $1. I should have one. I haven't got one. It's like the 2001 large head on the Federation, $1. I've searched for that for 20 years, but I haven't found one. But it's in the book. If you look in the old books, well, my old book had it in there. I don't know about now, if they've cleaned it up and said they don't exist. I don't know, I'm just going still off the old book. It said they do exist. Large head on the Circulating Federation $1. I haven't found one. That's what I told everyone, if you find one, it's going to be worth mega dollars, because I haven't seen one. I haven't seen a picture, none, not of the Federation. I found them on the RAAF C mint mark. I had 2 large heads on that to prove that they are on the $1, and they absolutely are. I've got a video on that to go and have a look. Have a look at the 2001 RAAF $1 video. I can't remember the heading, but look for that. And I show in there the large head die that is available from the 2001 $1. So they are there. They are. But whether it's on the Circulating Federation $1, well, that's another thing. Because they're not on, the Army doesn't have it on the C mint mark, but it has it on the, you can get them on the S mint mark in silver. So the S mint mark silver Army has got 2 obverse varieties. It does have the large head all spaced with the I think it's all joined, whatever the other one is, all joined or I spaced RB. So they do, but in silver. And the S in the circular, in the pack, that's also has a large head. But the M, B and C only have the small head, standard. Anyway, you've got to look it all up and find out for yourselves. I'm giving you a rough idea. But 2001 20 cents and the $1 have many different dies. I've got to be getting close to getting one of these as a mule. So this is what it gets, that cut down there too. Like the that's what there was. That's gone. That coin I had, the 2009. I told you I pushed them all over. It's gone. I pushed them all over and covered my dollars, and I don't know what else I found. That's all I had left was the R and the rotate from the start. So the 2009 cut era one too. It was on the tail, and I said it's really hard to find. You don't find many. It's in there. Yeah, you saw it. It was on there, on here, and it's gone. Back for somebody else to find. Yeah, I mean, it's a good score. I'm not fussed, you know, tons of stuff with errors on it. But just for showing, or maybe one day give away. Make a little error pack up and give it away. I can do that. I mean, I could do that endlessly. But hundreds of errors there I haven't put on eBay. I just can't be bothered. Not yet. They just take so long to write up and tell everybody, and yeah, so they're sitting in their packs doing nothing. And I would just keep looking every day, like now, every chance, because, you know, well, I want a mule and rotates, that'll do me all day long. Rotates will do me all day long. 2001s, that is, because people actually pay for that being a rotate. Ah, there he is. I like him. Y for Yowie. Bigfoot. Australia's Bigfoot. Yeah, he's really cool. 2019. That matches my my R. So that's two of them. Yeah. Yowie and the R. Re. Or year. Abbreviated. Yeah, 2019. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't remember what the minutes I had on them is 491,000 each. But I haven't checked of late to see what they are, but they were that. Not many. Betty. Rotate. Son of a gun. Large head. I'll take the large head over the rotate. But a large head rotate, mate, that'd have to be the rarest coin out there. One of the rarest coins out there would be a large head rotate. Anyway, this is the last roll, so try and crack it under 50 minutes here. Probably take me 15 to say goodbye. I'll see you, NM. Have a good day, buddy. Yeah, so anyway, get these done, and the thing about snappers that he sent me and these rotates, they're uncirculated. Nearly all the coins that he has and sends me or shows me are in top neck all the time. And yeah, and so he sent the photo showing me the cut on here with his rotate. And I found one. Anyway, I looked through all mine and I found one. I've got one with the cut on it and the rotate, so I put that in a separate bag. So an error on an error, double error. Yeah, so this one, see, top neck, and you never get your rotate. Well, it's nice anyway at the back, but no rotate. They made like 29 million of them, I'm pretty sure. The 1999, 29 million, but I still reckon they only did. I still think all of them are the same. That 30 degrees locked in. I've had the ones just off, but it must have been where. But I don't know, that maybe another die, and that's not from this one. That was just out of a fraction, but all of them are 30. So to me, it wasn't it rotated around. They put it in. The 2001 was loose, and it rotated like this. You can get it every hour of the clock right around. You can get it minutely. But the 99 are all constant. So that to me was they put it in itself. They put it on the wrong angle. And so I think that would be one die. If anything, they're not going to do it again. And it wasn't like it started there. I can't find any in between. Well, I can. I've got a couple that are just off. But I still think this one was locked in, and that's just another die off another one. So I'm reckoning anyway it was one die, not more than one, and I don't know how many until they realised they were out. So I'm not sure how many's out there, and that's why, you know, 250,000 max, anything down to 50,000 or lower, who knows? I've just been lucky here finding so many, but they're a rotate. And when everyone finds out watching mine, or someone tells them, or it's in the book, I don't know, that it gets out there and gets in their head that rotate means dollars. Yeah, and at the moment, they're not being taken up. No one's buying them off me on eBay, and I put them on there $7 compared to what, 45 for your rope, for your 35 upwards for your 2001 rotate, and they sell. And yet, unless everybody's finding themselves or they don't believe it, I really don't know. What's going on there? Anyways, There was 3 of them anyway, but I'm not keeping them. Just look for them large and small design. You'll see the difference at the bottom, and the prong on the large is shorter to the small. So I'm pretty sure I'll come up. It's that inner rim, so you put it, that inner rim is a put off. Just look there. No, that's a large. Yeah, they're not matching up. That there is wider than that, see? When you see it that wide, down there, that's the small. So too large. And that's a small. There you go. Pretty sure it is. I don't know. Well, I do know, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to just check up here on those prongs. That inner rim again, see it's taking it away. They're all large, all of them. On the D. Yeah, that 30 puts it off, you can't tell. Anyway, 3 large ones, don't want them. So all I want is the R, the YR, RY, 2 rotate, 30 degrees, yeah. Both of them, 99s, 2 of them, and ships, beautiful condition, and an amazing find, that 1983 shadow bar. 1983. You can see the shadow bars there. Where's my other pointer? My proper pointer. In there, I checked them. They're raised, they're there. That's an 83, like the 93 that I got, and the 96 that I found. All double bar, shadow double bar. So I need to get a 97, a 2004. Yeah, because I got, and put them all together to show them all. The 66s, I don't have any left, but I've shown them all anyway. But that's the find of the week, month, year, whatever, that one. They're extremely rare. To get them both up, both visible, above the field, not flat and actually shown as a shadow, but when you check it around, there's nothing there, they're actually in there. Yeah, just like the 66. Extremely rare. If the 93s were selling for $74, that thing's, well, rarer than the 93, even though the 93 was $1 million, it doesn't matter. In this case, they made even more of these and they're not around, so they're extremely scarce. But they're just a worn die in that area. But some coins actually exhibited those nice 2 shadow bars, speed humps I used to call them, speed hump double bar. But I like the word shadow bar, it's down lower, but I used to call them just speed hump double bars because they look like speed humps. They're not like the 77, sharp like railway tracks, they're speed hump, low line and I don't know if that's me or, yeah, so they're low line, up. The 66 is the best example, and the 93s can come up nice. The 2004s, sort of like, it can be a little bit low. But the best thing is with the mag anyway, shown with the mag, and you'll see them there. And it's above, it's above the, you can see them there, that it's actually above. They're very low, you know. We're not talking these are jumping out and smacking you in the face. Not at all. They got to look like that when you're looking at them, and then they got to look like that when you get down low and look at them, that they're actually off the field and raised, you know. Anyway, good luck finding them. Very hard. Yeah, very hard. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, with the rotates, yeah, but you know, I don't know how long everyone's been around for, but I was around when the 2001s came out, and I found the 2001 rotate the following I think it was I put it in somewhere the following June or 2002. And I was finding the rotates. I was getting them on Circulating. So, yeah, I just think no one's caught on and taken enough out. The 2001s have been taken out because everyone got onto them, probably because it was Federation, you know, compared to older persons. And so, yeah, I was finding them quite regular, those ones. And now they're up to about 250, 300 of those feds through your hand before you get a rotate. Back in the day, it was 50 to 60 when they came out. These ones, I'm doing them at 6 to 1, roughly. So, it's, you know, obviously, but it doesn't mean that it's more than the 2001. We wouldn't know. It's more of, is anyone being taking these out? I'm taking them out, that's for sure. They're rotates. And then 10 years down the track, when these aren't there anymore, just like the 2001s turning extremely hard, these are going to turn there one day because everyone collects rotates. So they're going to go. They just late on the scene, 2 years earlier, late on the scene. Yeah, but you watch, you'll collect them, I'm getting them. Everyone that's watching, if they get them, you'd be nuts to throw them back. They're rotates. It doesn't matter how many you think you're finding now, do the odds in 5 years, 10 years time, and then see how lucky you were by taking them out. So yeah, keep them all, bro, because you know, they're potential $40 coins or more in years to come. They're going to match your 2010 50 cents. They're going to match your 2001 20 cent rotates, 2001 $1 rotate. They're going to match. They're going to, you know, it's like getting your Bitcoin now, crypto, and suddenly everyone realizes and it just up. Got the 40, 60 bucks and then you're laughing. And I've got 22 of them. 22 bucks could turn into, you know, 600 bucks, something in years to come. Even more. So yes, they're, well, 600 for every 10. If they went to 60, who knows, they could overtake that, the 2001s with price when it gets to it. You just don't know. That's why, in, you know, you've got to say 5 years, 10 years. When you start seeing that you're not getting them anymore, start checking the prices and see if they're selling and they've gone up. Anyhow, I'm going to go. That was good. Look, I'm going to sign off before an hour. All right, have a good day, everyone. 6 coins, beautiful. What I have, 140 coins, 10%, 7, 14, 5%, 7, 2.5%. Yeah, all right, 4 out of that. It's under the 3%, 2.5, which, you know, like I said, means, you know, you haven't done well. But I said there's exceptions to everything. If you find good coins under that, then, you know, that falls into the other category of percentages, which is 0.1 to 0.3% that you'll find. And that's where these drop in. Even though you're getting them now, but they are, because they're the money coins. And these two, that one. Anyway, that was a great find. That was a good, real quick, not much cash laid out for God knows what I'd sell that for. But anyway, with the 93 I've got and the 96 I've got, what do you reckon? 93, 96, 97, 93, 96, 83, 93, 96 together. 83, 93, 96 together is double bar shadow. You wouldn't even see that on eBay ever. That's for sure. Nobody ever had those 3 on there that I've known. Don't even know if anyone's had an 83 double bar on there, let alone that. I have. I've sold a few of them back in the day, 2005 and stuff, when I was finding them. So yeah, very good. All right, so keep smiling, have a good day, and look, hit one hour. I'm going to go in this next 56 seconds. All right, have a good day, everyone. Thanks. I'll be back later. And yeah, ta-da. Bye-bye.